What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to another episode Kart Smart TV. So we're going to be working on a 2020 EZGO TXT gas engine. It is the fuel injected model with the 156 cc. Don't see it. This is the only second one I've ever seen. So but that's telling me that it's a little more common in these model golf carts. Got brought to us because something happened somewhere. Somebody was messing with it or something and ended up melting the wiring harness from the key switch to almost nearly the engine itself. Fortunately, EZGO hooked us up with getting that squared away, and knowing that I had, my power back everywhere I was supposed to, led me to another problem, which is what we're going to focus on today. But here's the golf cart. It's a decent looking little cart. I mean, I like the body shape. I do like that more rounded nose on the EZGOs than the older kind of bubbled up type nose. But I mean, decent looking golf cart. But you can see these wires hanging out right here. Well, that's for the light kit. Well, everything past that you can't see is melted. So it's really weird that it melted from the key switch all the way back, but then it started melting the light kit wires as well. So whatever they done, and I still don't understand what they did to melt it that badly, but yeah. So these are just some little details, and I'm going to get buttoned back up after we get through showing you guys what's going on. So I also noticed that I guess evidently it quit running on them. Obviously it most likely did, or something happened, but they started fooling with the fuel system here. I guess they were trying to see if it was actually throwing fuel into the engine, which we've obviously found out that it would not have, because of the way the harness from here to inside the compartment here is melted back. But they pretty much tore this up trying to get this off. Didn't know what was going on and how to get it off. So you can see right here where the electric plug goes for the operation, it's broke off. There's exposed prongs right there. And once I did get power back to the fuel pump, it started spitting fuel out of the injector right here. Then I noticed this was kind of broken as well here, and I'm like, well, what in the world? And where we don't have this model golf cart in our area very often. I mean, this, like I said, this is only the second one I've seen with this particular setup in it. I didn't know what I was really looking at, other than, this is where the fuel's coming in and this is our injector. That's obvious. But at the same time, it's like, all right, so it's got to be held in right here because it doesn't have a clip or a ring or anything that snaps the injector into the hole. And then I got to seeing the bolt here, and I'm like, this thing probably had some kind of arm off of it that bolts there. And so sure enough, we got to doing some digging and talking with EZGO, and they turned me on to what the parts were that was for this particular model, how this setup was, and all that good stuff. And so we did get the parts necessary, and come to find out that once you get your injector back in there, you have definitely a little arm that comes off of the cap here, the injector cap, this is where your fuel feeds into the injector. Obviously it does have an arm that comes off and bolts under, or gets held down right here, and that's what holds the pressure onto the injector. And then you just hook your gas line back up like so, put your clip in, and you will be ready to take off again, hopefully. Alright guys, here's our new injector intake, fuel intake there. See this clip right here where my thumb is? That's got to go in there to hold the injector into the fuel inlet here. These seals, these O-rings, there's a brown one here, a blue one there. Blue one faces up, brown one faces into the engine. It does give you like a direction. You can see this little notch right here, and then the clip is cut out for that notch. So just keep that in mind if you're having to do this yourself. Also put a little bit of oil, just enough to make it shiny and slick. Doesn't have to be dripping from it, but you're going to put a little oil on your O-rings, both the blue one and the brown one. And then you're going to be ready to set this over in the engine. Give it a little push, and then tighten up your screw on this side, right here. And then you're going to hook your, just like you see this right here, you're going to hook this white fuel line back to the fuel inlet, and then you're going to plug up your electric plug to it. And it also has a particular clip that holds it in place. That clip will look like this, and so then you just push it in and you're ready to rock and roll. Alright guys, so we have it all back together. Now I know these models also have like a little rubber piece that goes right in here. It was not available to get. Somebody had broke the crimp here. I'm not sure if they did it trying to get this off or whatever. Put a normal hose clamp there, but that rubber piece just basically was in pieces when it got here, and so this is what I got to work with. Yeah, so when the fuel pump's running, because I cut the key switch on after I installed all this just to make sure that it was still pumping out and the gas was still flowing to it, so we do have good gas. At this point we're going to find out if it runs. So I give that fuel pump about 5 seconds to do its thing and put pressure to the system. And there it goes, it cut off. Alright, let's see if we get life. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, so that takes care of the running situation here. Now I got to do all the little small details and getting our wiring harness put back into the holders and zip tying them to where they were, all that good stuff. It's where the wiring harnesses do run quite closely together right here. So you can see that there's my light kit wiring harness with my horn hookup. It's got my brake light switch hookup right here. They did have to put a whole new wiring harness in here in this as well. I'm not sure if this is potentially what caused this to happen, but we got some melting going on right here. We have some melting going on right here. This box is completely fried, so I'm thinking it maybe have gotten hooked up wrong, and when they put power to it, it's literally melted all up inside of these. You can see the jacket here melted together. These wires are completely melted together. So somebody did something wrong here when they wired this up, and I mean, it just destroyed the light kit. It destroyed the wiring harness. That's what I assume has had to have happened here, is somebody was dallying with the harness and then, you know, hooked up something wrong, and it just started a whole bad situation. And so luckily it stopped about right in here with the melting of the actual golf cart harness, but we've essentially put a new one in its place, put a new light kit in for them. They opted to not go with doing the turn signals and brake lights and all that at this moment. If you have one of these and you having a little issue, reach out to me and I'll try to do my best at getting it solved for you. But like I said, this is only our second cart that we've seen with this particular engine setup in it, so I'm not real familiar, but I will do everything I can to try to get you squared away. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, give us a comment if you see something here that is similar to yours or is just like yours and you're having an issue. Hit us up on that comment section. Don't forget to hit the bell so that you'll get all these videos that we're putting out. Lots of work going on around here. Haven't had a whole lot of time to do much editing. Have got a bunch of videos. It takes time to do all that. And last but not least, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That way you can support the channel and we can keep this thing going, do more videos like these for you guys on all kinds of stuff that we find. So thank you for watching. God bless you all.